Hey, everybody in YouTube land. Gosh, what is it? It's like 5:40 in the UK, which means it's middle of the day in the States. I am making a quick video because at Rosemary's prompting. I will not lie. For those of you who know me on Facebook, I definitely put some things on Facebook today. I will just do a little expose of my day. I used to suffer from very bad depression before I had weight loss surgery. I think I've talked about this before, that if I had ever known that losing the weight was going to be the death knell of depression for me, I would have done anything to have it earlier than I did. I just never even, I went through years of trying to be healed of inner emotional crap, self-loathing, low esteem, whatever you want to call it. I was depressed most of my life. I was probably what you would call, in some ways, they call it a low-grade depression, but it becomes, gosh, I'm going to use words that are going to sound really strange to a lot of people. You can be living with something so long that it becomes like a familiar spirit, that it becomes so much a part of your DNA that you don't even remember a time when that wasn't part of your personality. So probably from my early childhood, I suffered some form of low-grade depression. But to tell you that it disappeared like that after I had gastric bypass is the honest truth. It changed how I felt about everything. And I felt free. I mean, a prisoner set free is not going to be grousing about little stuff when they feel so free for the first time in their whole 50 years of existence, 52 years of existence. And so, yes, in contrast to the way I felt most of my life, where you manage the depression, sometimes better, sometimes worse, a little bit more distractions in some years, a little more occupation with children, so then you don't focus on yourself, so you don't get, whatever. But I can tell you that people had said to me, oh, well, you're going to move to England, you're going to get depressed, I hope you know it's going to be terrible, blah, blah, blah. And I just refused. I refused. I am not depressed anymore. I have been set free. I am not depressed anymore. Well, it has really bothered me lately. You might not always know it, but sometimes you'll see it on my Facebook or the occasional disheveled look when I make a video. As much fun as I've had here, as wonderful as I love the UK, in the last month, it has really become a struggle. And some days are worse than others. If I get out there and do 10 miles, hell no, I'm not depressed. If I get out there and have some fun activity, social interaction, anything that's a distraction, I can function. But if I get tired, like for example, last week, busy week, getting ready for the wine and cheese party I hosted, went out of town, wasn't in my own bed, didn't have the ceiling fan going, giving me the breeze, giving me the noise, don't sleep as well, not eating my lentils, being out of my comfort zone, having to eat this and this and this, whatever. So woke up this morning kind of draggy. Steve went to work, and it just was like, bleh. So, I finally just addressed the fact that I am suffering from seasonal affectiveness disorder, which I'd forgotten about because many, many, many years ago, I had some talks with somebody and they suggested that perhaps my issue was seasonal affectiveness disorder and not just general depression. And probably at that time it was true. And actually I can really see the connection, the correlation here. It gets gray and the sunlight fades really quickly at about 4 o'clock. Maybe 4:30 at the worst. But oh Lord, after that it's pitch black dark by 5. Pitch black, actually I think it's pretty dark by 4. Steve was home 4:20 today, it was already dark. So that does affect you more than you realize. So what do I do to have it affect me? Oh, let's see, a little more wine, a little more sweets, a little more carbohydrates. Well, hello, that does not make me feel better because that makes me feel more bloated and more fat. And you guys will just honestly tell me I cannot possibly be fat because I'm still wearing a size 6. But when your belly starts to distend because you've not eaten well, make you feel bad. Even a couple of days takes you off your game. Let's face it, when you eat clean and healthy, and you don't eat clean and healthy, as well as you normally do, then you do feel it. You feel it quick. Sort of like when you get thin, you feel when your stomach bulges a lot faster because it ain't all that stuff to cover it anymore. Anyway, I'm making this video because Rosemary, I wrote some things about seasonal affectiveness disorder on my Facebook page. Basically, this is what I said today. I said, I cannot pretend when I feel like the world is closing in. Rosemary says she read that line and she picked up the phone and she didn't read anymore. Janie sent me a note saying, what in the world? Girl, call me on my cell when you see this. So you see, I usually say a lot of stuff, but I basically just said, and I've had a lot of response to this comment on my page. Now, after I posted this, actually I posted this right after I talked to my daughter, and I was feeling much better, but at least I was making a comment about this generally. I said, I cannot pretend when I feel like the world is closing in. I absolutely hate depression. I hate depressive feelings. I particularly hate when those consuming, seemingly inescapable sensations overcome me when I have been set free of them for 3 years. Life holds so much wonder and hope, but when that filter falls over your worldview suddenly and without good reason, except if you have seasonal affective disorder, which is the reason, it is as real and tangible as an ailment as an ailment as catching a virus. So if you get depression, it is as tangible and real as if you've caught a bug. I mean, people just can't say it's all in your head. Just pull up your pants and big girl pants and move on. It can grip you just like a real virus. And so, anyway, I just wanted to say, and then I wrote after that, oh, who am I kidding? It's the holidays. Without my family, it will not be great, but it will have to be different, and that can be a good thing. So see, I'm struggling with being away from home. My daughters live separately. One daughter just got married. She'll have her own little life to start. And the other daughter is sitting in our home where I'm not there to put up decorations. I'm not there to make it feel holiday-ish. Yes, she could do it if she really wanted to, but I guess when I talk to her on the phone, I feel bad that, she's 27 or so, it's not like I have to do anything, but I do feel badly because, let's face it, who makes the holidays? Mama makes the holidays. Mama makes the holidays for her children, no matter what age they are, and for the family unit. Because without Mama, it's just not the same. And for those who've lost their moms, I'm so sorry. I've lost my mom and my dad, and both of them pass around the holidays. And I didn't think about that until I had someone write a note on my page. Chris Luganbeal is a sweet girl that I've known for a while on this journey, and she lost her dad at the holidays, and she said the whole fall was difficult for her. So, having said that, and it's 8 minutes later, I wanted to tell you what I did today. I'm fine. I talked to my oldest daughter on the phone. We Skyped, and I felt much better, and I said, I can come home. Dad said I could just come home, but it just feels like that's a rush. It's not necessary for me to go home. I have 1.5 months till Christmas. 2 weeks after Christmas, I am going home for a month. So, I can wait. Everybody's Christmas will be fine. They're not looking for me to make Christmas special for them. I was just feeling a little, So this is what I'm doing. Okay. Tomorrow I'll feel much better. I feel much better now. Because everybody says they love me. I will get up tomorrow. I will get on the elliptical. I will get some exercise. It will make the endorphins go. Today, I did a lot of catch up. I didn't do any exercise. I kept in my pajamas. I did go take a bath. That made me feel better. I put on clean clothes, even though it's still sloppy clothes. I made lentils, delicious lentils. I made Steve's dinner. I baked bread. I did the laundry. I made a video for someone who was having a downtime. I did some stuff. I uploaded some pictures. I've got to finish. I listened to Christmas music. That helped. But tomorrow, exercise will nip some of this in the bud. Getting a calendar and printing it out and filling it in with all the social activities that I have to do in the next month and a half, which I'm going to tell you is 10 times what I had to do in Woodbridge. I had nothing to do in Woodbridge. Here, I have the social life I've been waiting to have. Not like I'm on everybody's guest list, but there are functions that happen and I get to go, and therefore I'm a distraction. Hope to God my friend Mary, my rambling queen, comes back and leads me in some more walks. I will catch up with the ramblers and get some walks in. That will help me. I will do Christmas shopping. I've ordered a lot of things on Amazon that will go to my children. They will be gift wrapped and ready to go. I will punch the button and that will be done. I'm going to go to the store and buy a bunch of fun goodies for them to put in a box and mail to them separately. It'll be like their stocking box. It'll be fun of all kinds of frivolous little English stuff, between like Christmas crackers and foil coins that have British embossed coin things with chocolate, chocolate coins. I'm going to go and find all the little goodly things that I can find, and that will make me feel good, and send that to them. And I will decorate my house. I have something to do for Thanksgiving. But there was something else I was going to do. Think. Oh yes, what did I do today? Let me tell you what I did today. I'm having a little trouble with eating. I had in my freezer and in my refrigerator things I put there so I wouldn't see them on the shelf to eat them. So what did I find today when I said I was going to clean out the fridge and the freezer? I threw out some tiramisu that I made for my birthday because I already ate one of those little pint things over the last week. I don't need to eat another one. I threw out brownies that I made for the party nobody ate. I put those in the freezer. I had to throw them out. You know what? Because I kept sticking my hand in the bag and eating clumps of semi-frozen brownie bites. I threw out... Oh, what else did I find in there? I found some pound cake that I'd made 4 months ago. I found some little mini muffins that I'd made 2 months ago. I found chocolate and Turkish Delight in the refrigerator that I had at like Belgian chocolates for the party that nobody ate. So they were in the refrigerator in a Ziploc bag that I could see them. I had to throw those in the trash. So lots of things went in the trash so I wouldn't keep eating them. So I think tomorrow I'm ready to go. I'm good to go. Now the problem is I have 4 bottles of open wine left over from my party. I guess I need to freeze those in ice cube trays too, to throw those in soup stocks and things, huh? Anything to keep them from sucking them down. And just as a backup, I do have antidepressants upstairs. Before, my Lord, 3 years going into my surgery ago, I was on a really good antidepressant that didn't make you gain weight. I had to fight for that antidepressant with Kaiser too. Can't remember what it is now. But even when I stopped taking them, I would keep filling them. The psychiatrist would keep seeing me and she'd keep giving me a new script and I would just fill them because it was cheap. Well, it wasn't cheap, but I knew one day I might need these. They're all upstairs. I brought them with me. So if things get really bad, besides taking my D3, my 50,000 milligrams of D3 or whatever it is, which I forget to take, that might help me. Exercise will help me. And just putting one foot in front of the other will help me. So for all of you who suffer from depression, are struggling with real life issues, I mean, I have no real reason to be depressed. But depression doesn't stop because you have no real reason. It is what it is. And people always think I'm so upbeat and I'm so positive and I always have encouraging to say and I'm so enthusiastic. If you only knew the person I was before. I was, but it was like manic. Up, down, up, down. I'm probably bipolar. Actually, I have a friend who is in the field and she said, I think you're, I can't remember what you call it. But it's not, it's like a mild form of that. That you really can't, it's just a personality thing. And that is kind of who I am. I'm like up and down. So, you know what? It is what it is. I love you. I just wanted to share. If you're having issues, throw it in the trash. If you're having issues with depression, I do have one of those lights. I'm going to go start sitting under it. They give you one when you move here. What does that tell you? The U.S. government loves me enough to give everyone a little light to help you not be depressed. make your spouse's life miserable while you're living here, while they're trying to do their job. You know, I will overcome this. I just stinking hate depression. So, just so you know, I'm fine. I will wish you all well, and let's just go into this new season, this holiday season, rock it out. I'm going to do everything I can to find out about English holiday and how to celebrate, and I'll share it with you. Much love. See you soon. Bye.